Hey America, one more time. Old Chuck Beggs here, cowboy poet. You know guys, the way the old system is today, as messed up as the old world is and as crooked as it is, you know, you look around and see the hatred, the deception, the lies that goes on in this country. Folks, when you write poetry and do things like that, it's hard not to write about it. And so I did. This is called the Cowboys. 2008, the United States of America was turned for the worse. This promise of hope and change, well, it quickly become a curse. You know, America has won its battles, still strong and feared in the end. But you know, only God can save her against an enemy from within. Today, God has been pushed aside, and evil men have turned their back. Now faith, family, and freedom are being terrorized and attacked. What was right is now wrong, and wrong has been made right. And it's made this cowboy mad, and by God, I'm here to fight. You know, some men, they'll cower down when they're threatened and dazed. But my dad taught me different. That just ain't how I was raised. America is in distress, needing some true grit that won't run. I guarantee cowboys will fight, be it bare knuckle, knife, or a gun. See, the evil in our White House has set us on this course. But I say, an outlaw is still an outlaw, and he ought to be hung from his horse. When a man swears on the Bible to defend and protect, he ought to keep his backbone, but instead, he's politically correct. These evil con artists have lied, deceived, and even watched Americans die, then cover it up with another lie to America and never bat an eye. Stupidity has replaced common sense. The truth is never told. Loyalty, pride, honor, and respect are today the days of old. Because when a cowboy who loves God, family, and freedom in America is labeled the threat, our founding fathers warned us, that's the day to regret. You know, they mock our Constitution, wallowing in a cesspool of corruption and greed, living high on the hog above the law, and then telling us what we need. For a man to be a man, load and defend, what's it going to take? Friend, your children are in the crosshairs. Is that enough at stake? We the people got to speak up. It's time to make a stand. God-fearing Americans, we need to pray for a cleansing of our land. You know, folks, this is life or death. It's the call to duty, not to hide. So saddle up with the cowboys. Spur that pony and ride. Folks, that's just a poem to kind of get you a little bit knowing of what's going on in this country. Folks, you got evil, corrupt, deceived, lying, hypocritical people in power right now in this country. They refuse to call terrorism terrorism. That comes from your president. He is on the side of the Muslims. He's even said that in his book. That's no lie to nobody. That's not a terroristic threat. That's proof in his own book. He done said, I will stand with the Muslims when the winds blow, evil winds blow. He'll stand with the Muslims, folks, and that's what he's doing by calling the workplace violence. You know, calling terrorism workplace violence, folks. Everybody in America that has half a brain understands that we are under attack from Muslims, this peaceful religion that he calls it. There ain't no peaceful religion in Muslims. They kill. That's what they do. Their leader Muhammad and the reign for jihad, folks. Why do you think when they kill people do they holler out Allah Akbar? Why do they do that? Well, there's a good reason for it. They're waiting on the virgins that they're supposed to get, folks. It's ludicrous. It's beyond thought is what it is. It's crazy. It's retarded. It's stupid. But it's happening right here in America, folks. It's happening in Canada today. And they will not. And again, even Canada, they're so liberal, they will not even speak the word radical Muslim. They will not do that. That's apparently that's against the law. You can't say that, you know. But I'm telling you, I'm going to speak out. I'm going to stand up for the Christian people, because I am one, and for the cowboys. What this is a call to duty. Exactly what this is. I'm calling every cowboy that's in the United States of America. Be you at the PBR right now, if you're on the trail riding bulls, saddle bronc, riding, roping, I don't care what you're doing. Make a stand. Stand up for God. Stand up for America. Stand up for that flag. Stand up for freedom, folks, because you're losing them. You're losing them every day. Every day that this man is in power and his regime is destroying our nation, we're in trouble. And it ain't just us. It ain't just us. I'm 50 years old. It ain't about me no more. It's about your children and your grandchildren. What about your kids, dude? Is that not enough for every man that's got a half a backbone and that cares about this country and cares about his freedom, to take your little kid fishing, to take your kid hunting, to teach him how to shoot a gun? Is that not important to you people? It just makes no sense to me how a man can sit on this couch and watch sports and turn his eye to anything that's going on and not stand up and fight. You know, this same thing happened in 1836. You know, Colonel Travis drew a line in the sand and said, okay, out of you 189 that want to leave, there's the door. See ya. You know how many left? 0. None left. They had the courage to stand and fight against tyranny. And that's what America needs right now. I'm challenging every cowboy out there to stand up. Make your own video. Stand up. Don't be scared. My God. If that's what it is, why are you rodeoing? If you're scared, don't be scared. Get out there. Make a stand. Wave the flag. Tell people that you love God, that you're a Christian, that you love this country, and you'll fight till the death to defend this country. That's what America needs. I'm sick and tired of this political correctness that's ruined this world. It's where you can't even speak. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing against terrorism because you might offend a Muslim. Screw that. This is terrorism, America. We got people being beheaded in the heartland of our country, in Oklahoma. We have a beheading where a radical jihadi Muslim takes a knife out and cuts off a woman's head in broad daylight. Any other time in America, that person would have already been hung from his horse within 24 hours. But today, in this liberal, God-forsaken, political correct cesspool that we live in, that's called Barack Hussein Obama's America, this is what you get. You get a takeover. You get the family, your faith, your family, God, country, your guns, your freedom of what you drink, your freedom of what you eat, your freedom to do anything is being questioned. And people still sit on their hands and not do nothing. I don't understand that. I do not understand that. Get a backbone, stand up, speak out, stand for what's right, folks. That's what's wrong with this country. Y'all been listening to the band, and the band's playing the wrong song. You need to listen to a different drummer, folks. There's still, in this country, if you believe it or not, there's still a right and a wrong. And that's what's wrong. Nobody stands up for what's right. And when you do stand up for what's right, you're going to be criticized. You're going to be called a racist. You're going to be called every name in the book by this left-wing retarded agenda of people that are so un-American that I don't even know how they sleep at night. Folks, these people are crooked. They're criminals. They should be behind bars instead of running our country. But what are they doing? They're telling us what we're going to eat, what we're going to drink, whether or not you can carry a gun or not, whether or not what kind of car you can drive, what kind of energy you can have to heat your house. Folks, this is what all this is about. This is where we're at in America. It's time for red-blooded, backbone-filled Americans with true grit to stand up, speak, and defend our nation. Folks, that's all I can say. This is a challenge. I'm challenging every cowboy. I'm challenging every Christian person to do something. Stand up. Be counted for. This is a call to duty. God bless.